What exercises can I do when my leg is in a cast? Let's say that you can't use your legs. Maybe there's something wrong with your foot, your ankle, your knee, etc. Just for some reason, you cannot stand on your legs, but you still want to do kettlebell exercises. It's possible. Here's how. I'm going to show you 7 exercises that you can do seated or laying down. Okay, the first one is the seated press. Now, we can do it while sitting on our butt and on the ground, or we can do it on a chair. The chair gives you support. So as you sit down like this, your hip flexors are actually doing a lot of work. So let's say that you got a groin injury or an injury in your hip flexors, then you also can't do this. You would have to do it on a chair. I'll do it on a chair in a bit. Here's how you would do it seated on the ground. Good hand insert, 45 degrees, curl it up, and then pull yourself forward, press your knees into the ground. So this does help you with flexibility as well and strengthening everything around your hips and lower abdomen. So that's great. Press. Press. Down. Insert. Other side. That's the seated press. So on a chair, that takes away some of the hip flexor work right here. So you want to push your back into the chest, into the chair. Assist with the other hand. And so on. Okay, so that is the seated press. Great for the shoulders, and depending on which one you do, could be great for the hips as well. The crunch. So the crunch is for the abdominals, the upper part, and it's great for your thoracic spine as well. Now, first do the crunch without weight. If you're struggling here, no need to put weight on it. With weight, so I'm trying to get my shoulders as high as possible off the ground, keep my lumbar on the ground, and come up. The lumbar needs to stay. It's not a sit-up. It's a crunch. We're working on the upper part. You can make this a bit more entertaining and effective by going down into a chest press and then a crunch. So my thumbs are through the horns here, the hands around the bell, elbows in, head down, press, crunch, hold, down, head down, kettlebell back down. So that is a combo of the crunch and a chest press. The chest press is one of the 7 exercises. A halo. With a halo, you got to pick a weight that's light enough to be able to do this, because there's a lot of wrist work involved. Again, we could sit on the ground. Behind the head are the ear, in front of the head are the ear, behind the head, making a circle. Try and keep the weight on one line, like a halo. So we're working the shoulders. You go the other way. Control it. You're working your abs here as well. Again, if you got issues around the hips, lower abdomen, then you want to sit in a chair. But you want to make sure that you're not going to hit the chair. This is also wrist work. A lot of wrist work actually, and that's where people go wrong as well, because they're like, my shoulders are strong, I can get a nice heavy weight, but they forget that they hardly work on their wrists. So pick a weight that's suitable. A lot of wrist work involved. So that's the halo, shoulders, wrist, and there's also some elbow flexors involved, your biceps. Then we got ribbons. Ribbons, hip, ear, behind the head, ear, other hip, and come back the way it came. So it's very similar to the halo, but the halo goes around the head. Ribbons creates a ribbon pattern, and you're involving more of the biceps as well. At the back here, you're also involving your triceps. So great exercise for shoulders, tricep, biceps, and abs. Unless you're doing it here, seated with support. I already explained that. So that is number 4. Ribbons, curls for the biceps. They're great. You could do that single arm, double arm. This is like a hammer curl because the palms are facing each other. Hammer curl, elbows in, all the way into the chest, down. Single, 45-degree grips, very important. Download the free PDF, Master Kettlebell Grips. While you're at it, download the free PDF, Master Kettlebell Racking. These are free PDFs that are put together with bomb full of information. Free to download. Curl. Good rack. Good grip. Nothing's moving but the elbow. There is forearm rotation happening with this as well. You can do this seated with support on the inside of the thigh. You need a gorilla grip. Again, grips are important, often overlooked, but super important with kettlebell training. Key number 1, and we use that a lot in our courses. We really go back to the grips in our certifications as well. Grips, racking, those are the fundamentals. Okay, gorilla grip, elbow support, here support, curl. Nothing's moving other than your elbow. If more is moving, the weight is too heavy. One more. Great thing about kettlebells is at the top you still got mechanical tension here, which is great for hypertrophy, muscle growth. Because that kettlebell is hanging here, it's still creating tension. With a dumbbell, there's no tension at the top of the curl. With the kettlebell, there is. Check out Master the Kettlebell Curl. A lot of people think curling with kettlebells is no good and it's boring, but trust me, there's a whole book on it. Okay, so that is the kettlebell curl. Then we got the chest press. I've already shown a version of the chest press with double arm, 1 kettlebell, and we created a combo. Now just the chest press. So that is with double arm, single arm, good grip, 45 degrees, insert at the top here, racket, out, out, So the further you go out, the more you're working on the chest. But for some people, it's going to be harder, so it's easier to keep the elbow in. Try hybrid, try chest. Fully controlled and no banging. Control at the top. If you can't control it, the weight is too heavy. Support your head. Don't look at it. You can do 2 kettlebells at the same time. You could do 1 and alternate. Then we get the tricep extensions. Tricep extensions. Here we go. This is like a skull crusher. So what we're doing there is the chest is active, the elbows need to remain here, and then you're extending the elbow, so tricep extensions. Make sure you're not going to hit your head with the kettlebell, so don't go too heavy, and just stay safe. And obviously there's a lot more than 7 exercises that you could do if you can't use your legs. Check out the Kettlebell Exercise Encyclopedia. There's like 5 volumes on Amazon and 1 volume on our website. It's one big book, digital. It's got all the exercises in it. So if you just want access to it on your phone and computer and be able to share it and store it in your email, then get it from our website. If you want a printed book, then get the 5 volumes from Amazon. That's it. Let us know what you think of the exercises and if you need any other help.